Okay, real jobs. Hey, Bill, I'm 35. All right? Not old, I'm not young. Just sort of hanging there in limbo. Too old to go to a club, too young for an AARP card. I used to work in tech. Now I own a diner. I saw you posted something to your Instagram about diners and the dying breed of a local restaurant. Oh, yeah, there was this whole thing about how diners were, during COVID, got hit really hard. And these guys were talking about what it takes to run a diner, which is really interesting to me because it looks easy. You know? Got that flat top grill going. You know, let me get two over easy. Two over easy. You know? You usually make that. You know how to make. I just didn't realize all the overhead and all of that crap. You know, people chewing and screwing, dining and dashing, bipping and bopping. I have very little experience. Wait a second. Where am I? Okay, it's been a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. Oh, this is something this person does, I guess. I had very little experience, but I sought out knowledge from some veterans of the diner business, and they were very happy to help. COVID really destroyed a lot of these businesses. Is there anything better than a great diner? And what's a great diner? It's clean, and they butter the toast. They don't bring the fucking toast over with butter to the side that's cold, and then I got to tear apart the fucking warm bread that you're calling toast. Sorry. I've read that half of all second and third generation diners closed down. 7 out of the 10 in my city closed down by the end of 2021, so I believe it. Government didn't do shit for actual small businesses. How did they go out of business when people were ordering food? I guess they weren't ordering from them. Dude, is there anything better than going to a fucking diner when you don't have anything to do that morning and you got the local paper? That's the greatest. And you watch all these people fucking walking in. Hey, Mark. Government didn't do shit for actual small businesses. The loans were exploited by big companies, and the math never added up in terms of the damage done versus the money they gave out. I really hope another wave of hipsters come back around and start bringing the old stuff back so you have somewhere to drink your root beer float, you dandy. Yeah, so do I. Oh, what a surprise. Big companies taking advantage of money being handed out by the government. Taking advantage of the bankruptcy laws and that type of shit. That's what rich people do. That's what they do. And then they act like they're one of you. Yes, they do. And then what happens? They fall off a bicycle. You see that there? Little Trump jab, little fucking Joe Biden. That's what it's okay. You want level trashing? Trashing of both sides with no salute. That's what I offer people. I trash both sides and offer no solutions. That's what we do here at the Monday Morning Podcast. New job wants to track me. Oh, God. Dear Bill, there's a mandate at my new job that requires my work phone be tracked. This wouldn't be an issue, but on my first day, I had lunch with a guy who was giving his notice at the end of the week. He wasn't too disgruntled. I asked him why he was going to leave, and he told me with a straight face that the company overstepped some bounds. I love this guy. They overstepped some bounds. I'm out of here. They sent him a gift card for his birthday to a place that he shops at, except he never told anyone he shopped there. And it's a niche store. Yeah. You know what would happen if we all rebelled against that? They would still know that about us. They just wouldn't be dumb enough to send that gift card. How wouldn't they know how fucking creepy that is? He attributed it to them reading all his work emails or tracking the browser on his computer, and had no shame in using that info to buy him a birthday gift. It's a huge pay increase, so I think I'll stick it out for a few months because I have bills and student loans. Well, that's how they get you. But I'm going to be very careful about what I say and do. P.S. I'm writing this from a rogue phone with a VPN, so don't worry, I'm not a moron. I think more people need to do that. But then you know what they do? They would start their own rogue phone under a different fucking name. They'll get you. They're going to get you. I've given up. I've quit. All right? My only line of defense is to live the most boring life anybody has ever seen. All right? Anybody who's tracking me right now, they're like, wow, this guy's really into watching people power wash driveways. It's not all that. And then every once in a while, there's a porno thrown in there. Like, where the fuck did that come from? New segment idea, lifestyles. Dear Bill the Trill, you've talked a lot about different ways of living and what the benefits are to different location. I'd like to propose a new segment about the lesser discussed, more specific ways of life and during different time periods. Firstly, for this potential segment, I'd like to suggest river life as a very interesting way to go. River life. In a van down by the river like the Chris Farley bit? More specifically, in the 1800s, I recently saw a photo of a home on a river that was used frequently for travel and trade. Oh, so people were using the river for travel and trade. Can you imagine sitting on your front porch watching some random people just float by? Yeah, wondering if they didn't kill somebody in a different state. That's pretty wild, man. Of course, I'd have a musket ready to go. But you're also talking like time travel, because I don't think anybody uses a river. Like a bunch of fur trappers going up and down the fucking Allegheny. Of course, I'd have a musket ready to go. It'd be great to have long days of sitting along a steady current. Thoughts on river life? My question would be, how do you pay your bills? Because there's a way to do river life where you don't pay anything. You just have to be... Well, wait. It's a river. It's not like you're on a lake. You're out there. You're on a fucking river. So you're floating. You're heading places. What happens when your foundation is too deep for like the fucking white water and all of that? I gotta learn more about river life. Or is your house anchored? I got one for you. Why don't you just put a fucking house out on a random lake? You know, where there's enough shit. How long could you have it out there before people are like, what the fuck is that guy doing? Is he paying any taxes? Every morning he comes out, whatever he pulls in, he goes inside, he fucking eats it for breakfast. Occasionally he comes to shore when he gets mercury poisoning and he eats a couple of squirrels. I don't think that guy has a job. You know, some fucking asshole would put up a GoPro and film the guy and rat him out instead of looking at that one person, you know, and being happy that they're free. Right? All right. Overrated, underrated. I will tell you, though, I have like an unbelievable urge to live in the middle of nowhere. If it wasn't for the racist morons that you run into out there, I would do it in a second. But I can't move an interracial family into the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean, I just started a Netflix series if I did that. All right.